these down here?
None of these are countersigned.
Some were signed in mine. I think they're right there.
Approved by.
Joining the meeting.
Gotcha.
Thank you, Mike. Can you hear us?
In the meeting. Monica Warren.
Good idea. Hi, this is Mayor John Ryan. So, Trustee Juarez and Trustee Zielinski, can you hear us okay?
Yes, we can.
Okay, very good. We'll start this meeting then. Today is March 30th, 2020. We'll call this meeting in order. It's 7:31. Today is the Village of Alsip Committee meeting, for the record. Can you call the roll, please?
Yes. Trustee Delzell?
Here.
Trustee Zielinski?
Here.
Trustee Zielinski is present via teleconference. Trustee Juarez?
Here.
Trustee Juarez is present via teleconference. Trustee McLaughlin?
Here.
Trustee Murphy?
Here.
Trustee Navas-Barza?
Here.
Mayor Ryan?
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. Please join us for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So the first matter of business this evening, we've got a bid opening for both insurance and landscape contracts.
Thank you, Mayor Ryan. The first bid opening is for insurance. What happened to my letter opener? Oh, there it is. We have received one from the Horton Group. Again, the company is Horton Group. They are at 10320 Orland Parkway, Orland Park, Illinois 60467. The cost summary as shown on page 6 of their proposal is general liability, public officials liability, law enforcement liability, employment practices liability, automobile. Excess is $262,936. Excess liability of $10 million and $6 million is $49,994 for a total premium of $312,930. Just one second, let me verify if I need to read the next page as well. The next page is simply a premium comparison, so I'm assuming I do not need to.
So I believe there were 4 policies total. Is that what I know you read them. It seemed like you read them off. I wasn't sure.
There is general liability, public officials liability, law enforcement liability, employment practices liability, automobile excess. Okay.
That's it. That's the 4.
Yep. Okay.
So the 4 for $312,930. Okay.
Correct.
Thanks.
Okay. Next are the landscaping proposals, and we have 3 proposals to open, and I have $3 amounts to read per proposal per 8 village properties. So please bear with me. The first bid received is from R. Rojas Landscape Incorporated, 5124 South Tripp Avenue, Chicago, Illinois, 60632. Per Roger Early, the building commissioner, he had wanted the annual rates per village property read into record. For Village Hall, for 2020, it's $9,000. For 2021, it's $9,360. For 2022, it's $9,734.40. For Alsip Heritage 1, annually for 2020 is $33,400. For 2021 is $34,736. For 2022, it's $36,125.44. Alsip Heritage 2, annually for 2020 is $65,000. For 2021 is $67,600. For 2022 is $70,304. Alsip Firehouse number 1, annually for 2020, $8,000. For 2021, $8,240. For 2022, $8,569.60. For Firehouse number 2, annually for 2020, $8,000. For 2021, $8,240. For 2022, $8,569.60. For the Alsip Pump Station, annually 2020, $8,000. 2021 is $8,240. For 2022 is $8,569.60. For Alsip Boat Launch, annually for 2020, $8,000. 2021 is $8,240. 2022, $8,569.60. And for Alsip Veterans Parkway, annually 2020 is $4,400. 2021 is $4,576. And 2022 is $4,759.04. The second landscape proposal is from Tandem Landscape Maintenance LLC, 3549 West 78th Street, Chicago, Illinois, 60652. Their proposal is for 2020 through 2022 pricing all the same. They, however, have done monthly pricing with a total annual pricing for all the years. They have listed Alsip Village Hall, Alsip Heritage 1, Alsip Heritage 2, Firehouse 1, Firehouse 2, Pump Station, Boat Launch, Veterans Parkway. I'm going to do some math here real quick. So we have the annual cost on here. Village Hall will be $6,000 for all 3 years.
There's just one guy here.
Heritage 1 will be $13,800 for all 3 years. Heritage number 2 will be $24,000 for all 3 years. Firehouse number 1 is $4,800 for all 3 years. Firehouse number 2 is $6,000 for all 3 years. Pump station is $6,300 for all 3 years. Boat launch is $6,300 for all 3 years. And Veterans Parkway is $1,800 for all 3 years.
Sorry, 1,800?
$1,800.
Thank you.
All right.
The next bid we have received is from M&R Landscape, and they do not have their address on the outside of the envelope. It is for Quad Rocky M&R Landscape Incorporated. Their address is 3704 West 121st Place, Alsip, Illinois, 60803. They also have given costs per month, so please indulge me. Village Hall will be $8,280 per year. Heritage 1 will be $14,400 per year. Heritage 2 is $35,400 per year. Firehouse number 1 is $4,800 per year. Firehouse number 2 is $7,440 per year. Pump station is $8,004 per year. The boat launch is $8,400 per year. Veterans Parkway at 11801 South Pulaski is no charge per month or per annual dollar amount per this bid as well. The fourth bid we've received is from Roy Erickson Outdoor Maintenance Incorporated. They are at 4430 West 137th Place, Crestwood, Illinois, 60445. Annually, they have made the same, they've bid the same dollar amount annually for all 3 years for 2020, 2021, and 2022, but I will read them per location. Village Hall is $3,800 per year. Heritage 1 is $12,800 per year. Heritage 2 is $32,000 per year. Firehouse number 1 is $2,400 per year. Firehouse number 2 is $2,400 per year. The pump station is $3,200 per year. The boat launch is $4,000 per year. and Veterans Parkway is at no cost for all 3 years. The next bid we received is from HL Landscape, 412 South Raynor Avenue in Joliet, Illinois, 60436. And the spelling of the street's name is Raynor for the record. Alsip Village Hall annually for 2020 is $3,035.20. For 2021 is $3,126.24. For 2022 is $3,220 even. Alsip Heritage One for year 2020 is $10,375.20. For 2021 is $10,686.40. For 2022 is $11,006.96. Alsip Heritage Number 2 is for annually for 2020 is $23,960 even. For 2021 is $24,678.80. For 2022 is $25,419.20. Firehouse Number 1 for 2020 is $1,565.20. For year 2021 is $1,612.10. And for 2022 is $1,660.40. Alsip Firehouse Number 2 for the year 2020 is $2,420. For 2021 is $2,492.80. For 2022 is $2,567.60. The pump station for the year 2020 is $3,765.20. For 2021 is $3,878. And for the year 2022 is $3,994.40. The boat launch for the year 2020 is $2,520. For 2021, it's $2,595.60. For 2022, it's $2,673.60. And the last number for Veterans Parkway for the year 2020 is $1,635.20. 2021 is $1,684.24. And 2022 is $1,734.80. The next bid we received is from Carefree Lawn Maintenance, 177 Gauger Road, Lockport, Illinois, 60441. Okay. For Alsip Village Hall for the year 2020, annually, it's $6,400. I'm sorry, they have proposed the same dollar amount annually for all 3 years for 2020, 2021, and 2022. Again, Alsip Village Hall annually is $6,400. For Heritage 1 is $12,800. For Heritage number 2, it's $32,000. For Firehouse number 1 is $3,200. For Firehouse number 2, it's $8,000. For the pump station, it is $6,400. For the boat launch, it's $8,000. And for Veterans Parkway, it's $2,400. The next bid does not have a name on the outside of the envelope, so I'm going to open it. This is from Blackwood Property Maintenance, LLC, P.O. Box 2490, Orland Park, 60462. They are proposing the same dollar amount for all 3 years per location. For Alsip Village Hall, the dollar amount will be $4,000. For Heritage 1, it is $9,600. Heritage 2 is $20,800. Firehouse number 1 is $4,400. Firehouse number 2 is $4,400. Pumping station is $4,000. Boat launch is $4,000. Veterans Parkway is $3,200. And last, but certainly not least, is Rick Scorbin Lawn and Maintenance. I do not have an address on the outside of the envelope. Their address is 12322 South Harold Avenue in Palos Heights, Illinois 60463. Their bids are for Alsip Village Hall, for 2020, $4,680, 2021, $4,860, 2022, $5,103. For Heritage 1 for 2020, $16,800. For 2021, $16,800. For 2022, $17,640. Heritage 2 for 2020 is $39,200. 2021 is $39,200. 2022 is $41,160. Firehouse number 1 for 2020 is $3,680. I'm sorry, for 2020 is $3,680. For 2021 is $3,680. For 2022 is $3,864. Firehouse number 2 for 2020 is $5,000. For 2021 is $5,000. And for 2022 is $5,250. Pump station for 2020 is $4,600. For 2021 is $4,600. And for 2022 is $4,830. The boat launch for 2020 is $3,160. For 2021 is $3,160. And for 2022 is $3,318. For Veterans Parkway for 2020 is $2,160. For 2022 is $2,160. I'm sorry, for 2021 is $2,160. And for 2022, this must be a typo, but I'm going to read what is here. It says $283.50. That must be a typo. And that concludes the bid opening.
Okay.
You need a drink of water, Sue? Need to take a break.
So, thank you.
Very good. So we'll move forward with the rest of our meeting. Officers' reports, starting with myself. A couple of quick notes. One, regarding business development. We didn't meet last week because we had 5 weeks in the month of March. Just want to remind everybody or let everyone know, 7-Eleven is progressing at 127th and Pulaski. They did do all the demo work over there, and it's all staked out right now for plumbing and foundation work and so forth then too. So it's looking good over there. And then yesterday I took a ride over to take a look at Coca-Cola. Coke looks great. They actually just leveled almost 10 acres of property just west of the Coca-Cola plant.
All the trees are gone.
Yeah, they had a tree company out there for almost a month leveling that whole area. But you can see from 122nd Street, you can see all the way to 294 now. It's amazing. So I was out there yesterday, I took a picture. And today I had the plant manager call me on something unrelated. And I just, again, told them how much we appreciate them moving forward with this project and stuff. And that's what they have to do. They have to establish the water retention and the parking first before they can keep building on to what they plan to do and stuff then too. So, again, we appreciate their attention to business development.
I do just have to say, though, that the noise in the neighborhood has gotten quite loud now without those trees.
Because there's no noise
There's no
barrier.
buffer between
Oh,
the
yeah.
tollway and the
There's going to be a
residential.
big building there soon.
Not there. Not where the trees used to be.
Right.
Yeah, that's flat now. But yeah, I can see what you mean too with all the trees missing then too, sure. And then I do want to let everybody know, I did have I've had several meetings with a lot of people, and every single night, or I should say almost every day, there's different COVID-19 updates that I'm participating in. Again, last night at 7 o'clock. On Sunday night is when they get all the mayors there was over 300 mayors and so forth on there with Lori Lightfoot and a team of doctors last night, and they do updates and so forth. And I did meet Friday and today with our fire chief, and Chief Stasinski has told me that we do have sufficient PPE equipment available to our staff right now, and that we are getting some donations from people, which we really appreciate at the same time. The chief is actually establishing a locker for all this equipment, so that all departments will have access to that then too. But the chief, he says right now his office is starting to fill up a little bit, and we're going to actually put that in a locker so we know where everything's at. We did put in for, we have an opportunity for some grant money that we're working on right now then too. And our finance director, Kent Olivan, is working on that with the fire chief right now as well then too. The other thing I had on here was that the fire department had, I asked the chief today if we actually transported or had any involvement with any confirmed cases. He said one, that they actually did transport one person to Palace Hospital, and no word on what kind of condition, but he said that they were aware of that the person had a positive test, and so far everything's been fine with that person. He knows stuff then too. The last thing I had on here was obviously, I put out, like I said, I've been really inundated with trying to keep the public up to speed. The hard thing these days still is contact with neighbors and friends and stuff like that, that it's always going to be word of mouth is the best, because if you got to wait a week for the paper to come out, not everybody gets the paper. But Friday, the Park District called me and said they're really having a problem with, kids and everybody still going in the skate park. All the playgrounds are closed and the skate parks are closed. And please, if you would, just remind all your friends and neighbors that this is being taped right now. Remind all your friends and neighbors, all the park playgrounds and skate parks are closed. You can go through the park. You can certainly use their walking pads and so forth, but please don't use any of the equipment for the duration that the shelter-in-place order is out. And also a reminder that Republic Services, who picks up all of our garbage, is suspended loose and bulk pickup for a short time to reduce their exposure as well. While I've had many conversations with Ernie Lopez, and while it's characteristic of their business, at the same time they want to reduce their frequency to all the garbage right now. And then as of today, I'll let Trustee Murphy speak to it, but we're going to suspend branch pickup just for the month and get back into branch pickup next month then too. So the only other thing you had on your agendas this evening was a request to approve allowing the village employees to use their sick time banks voluntarily on a temporary basis until the COVID-19 pandemic has been declared clear. Employees can only use sick time bank if their supervisor approves of the requested time off. And I appreciate the fact that all 6 trustees on the village board here did approve this action back last weekend of March 21st. And you all did so electronically. I did ask our attorney if we needed to have anything signed by the unions or anything like that, and he said not. He said he felt that our approval on this was sufficient to take that action, and it's just a temporary action we're doing. So, and that's all I had for this evening. Clerk's report? Thank
you, Mayor Ryan. The presentation of the February 2020 motor fuel tax allotment in the amount of $59,317.52. And the presentation and approval of the August 26th, 2019 committee meeting minutes, and presentation and approval of the September 9th, 2019 committee meeting minutes. And that is all, Mayor Ryan.
Thank you. For everyone that's watching this meeting or listening to this meeting, there's really just the 4 trustees, myself, and the clerk present tonight. We are observing our social distancing space of at least 6 feet between all of us. And we've only got 1 member in the audience this evening. Did you want to address the board, sir? Did you want anything to say to us? Okay.
Let the record reflect, though, I'm sorry, Mayor Ryan, that Trustee Zielinski and Trustee Juarez are on the phone.
That's right. Thank you. And I appreciate that. The Attorney General did soften the Open Meetings Act rules more or less to allow for more social distancing, that we do board meetings electronically and remotely, I should say, but we still have to keep these available to the public, which they are. Our doors are unlocked right now in case the public wanted to come in. All right, so we'll move to standing committee reports. Finance Committee, Trustee McGlohorn.
I will have a usual list of payroll and accounts payable for approval next week, and that's all I have, Mayor.
Thank you. Next is Fire Committee, Trustee Murphy.
I have a letter of thanks to all the business and residents that I'd like to read into the record. This is from Chief Stasinski. The Alsip Fire Department would like to thank everyone who donated hand sanitizer, disinfectant wipes, and masks to help us protect our first responders, the businesses and other agencies that have provided the donations include the Alsip Park District, GC America, Corey Labs, Wemco, Thornton Distillery, and several residents who have also dropped off hand sanitizer and wipes at my daughter's house for us. The equipment and supplies will be used by the fire department, police department, public works, and water department, and the heritage complexes. During this critical time, we have altered our responses and guidelines to minimize exposure to our personnel and are following the CDC's recommendations along with the Illinois Department of Public Health. And that is from the chief. And I know that he had a difficult time with his vendors trying to get these critical items, so kudos to everyone who did come through for him. And that's all I have, sir.
Thank you. Next, the Police and Traffic Safety Report, Trustee Dalzell.
No report, Mayor.
Trustee, just so you know, too, I spoke to the police chief, and by the way, too, for the public's knowledge, I did excuse all the department heads from tonight's meeting to, again, reduce exposure and obviously make room in the room in case we had more public attend. I did speak to, Police Chief Miller earlier, and it was kind of a nice gesture on the part of a citizen. On Friday, we had a displaced senior citizen that they couldn't locate, and our police department found the citizen in one of the grocery stores in town, and the family actually called in, and nice gesture. They sent in pizza for the whole police department on Friday and stuff. That was kind of nice. You know, just a nice gesture on their part, so thank you very much. Public Work and Boat Launch Committee?
Trustee Juarez, we'll give it over the phone.
Hi, how are you? Due to announcement from Republic Waste that they will not be picking up yard waste until further notice, I am suspending the April 2020 branch pickup. Public Works is working with reduced staff and putting effort to all essential duties while maintaining social distancing and safe practices. Additionally, the Republic Waste not picking up yard waste, Mike is concerned that residents will be placing these items with branches, making it difficult and unsafe for staff to pick up. Also, we may find a shortage of where we can dispose wood chips and other yard waste items due to the shutdown of the operation by Republic. April is the first monthly scheduled pickup for the season, and many residents do not place branches out during this time. I believe this should have little impact on our residents to suspend their service for the month. Public Works will respond and pick up branches due to storm damage and will look to resume scheduled pickups in May. If you have any questions, feel free to contact Mike Frater, Superintendent of Streets. Also, I would like to inform you that the boat launch will open up tomorrow, April 1st. Operations will begin as they did last year. No attendant will be on duty, and the bathroom facility will remain closed until Memorial Day weekend. Due to the pandemic, this will be evaluated and extended. The launch ramp will be open and available for people to take their boats out and instructed to use the deposit box for launch fees. The police department will patrol and collect money from the deposit box and deliver to the clerk's office for processing. Yes, Mayor.
Okay, thank you. And I'm sorry, too. Obviously, I don't see you sitting here. That's why I said committee, so thanks.
And just one clarification, April 1st is Thursday this week?
Either one.
So,
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Wednesday,
Yeah.
April Fool's Day, there you go.
All right, thank you. Thank you. Next would be the Sewer and Water Report, Trustee Nava-Esparza.
No report tonight, Mayor.
All right, thank you. Building and Health, Trustee Zelinski.
Yes, we have a discussion to hire 3 full-time temporary summer personnel for the building department employees to work 40 hours a week for the maximum of 14 weeks at $11 per hour if fiscally feasible due to the possible reduction or reduced revenue as a result of COVID-19. And that's all I have tonight, Mayor.
Okay, thank you. Human Resource and Insurance, Trustee Murphy.
No report tonight, sir.
All right. Special Committee Reports, Economic Development, Trustee Nava-Esparza.
Thank you, Mayor. As I mentioned last meeting when we met in person, there is a small business disaster loan available via the Small Business Administration, and it's the COVID-19 Economic Injury Disaster Loan. Illinois is now on the list, and the website to access information is www.sba.gov, and I, at the time, had just pieces of information, and I did send it forward to the Alsip Chamber of Commerce and the Alsip Industrial Association, but now there's more information, more resources geared toward that, so I'll send it to the mayor's office to see if we can get on our website under economic development, just in case small businesses are trying to look for resources to ease kind of some of the impact that the COVID-19 has had on their businesses. Switching gears to census, I was a part of a webinar yesterday, and I've also been checking on the census website our Alsip response rate, and this morning our self-response rate was 37.1% of households that have responded to the census, and then checking back later this afternoon, or presently, it's at 39.2%. So we want to get 100% ideally, and I know it's a bit difficult for Alsip to engage in outreach efforts given the current situation. So I ask all the elected officials here presently, the board, to serve as ambassadors and just, hey, when you're doing wellness checks as well, just encourage relatives and friends and so forth. And also Alsip residents as well, encourage others to take some time to complete the census. So this household should have received a piece of mail with a unique identifier, but if you did not receive that mailing, you can still go on the census website and use your home address to answer or to complete the census. Also, we applied for a census grant through the SSMA / Metropolitan Mayor's Caucus, and so we're waiting to hear back, and I just want to thank Kent and Tom helping to complete the grant. So I would just say that related to the census, I know there's lots of challenges now that everyone's in quarantine. You know, there's a push-up challenge, there's, posting pictures of your family challenge and so forth via social media. So I'd encourage others to just challenge each other to do a census challenge. Take a picture of yourself, perhaps completing the census, and also tagging friends and stuff like that to kind of get the word out as well. A lot's at stake in regards to federal resources and monies that are divvied up amongst the state of Illinois. So I know that's like a mouthful, but there's a lot of webinars, and then the census website is useful, has tools and a lot of answers to questions people might have. And also feel free to reach out to me. My information is on the village website, so if you have any questions related to the census, I'll do my best to try to get you an answer or to provide you information. And that's all I have.
Trustee, I know, and I appreciate your efforts on this. When we were talking the last week or two about, I always wanted to establish possibly a kiosk for people to use right here in the Village Hall, and you would come across some information where that grant money would cover that cost, as opposed to us building one. We can actually get a kiosk, and it can be repurposed at some point then too. But is that grant money going to be available in time to purchase something like this, or do we have it in time?
That's what I reached out to Victoria as well to ask for a follow-up, because I think there are some municipalities that ask for smaller dollar amounts just to purchase, let's say, banners or something of that nature. But we did make the ask for the kiosk since it's sturdier and it can be reused. The grant money would allow us to purchase equipment, and then we can keep it after the census efforts are over with. So
Right.
we did submit with the grant the use of a kiosk to be used for outreach efforts. Hopefully when we're given the okay to engage and socialize again, and people can walk through our doors, that they still have time to complete the census. And with that as well, census deadlines have been pushed back or extended. So now the self-response window has been extended to August 14th, I believe, what was mentioned in the webinar. I was virtually attending yesterday. So the census is also pushing back or extending deadlines given the current pandemic as well. So we might still get very good use of the kiosk if we're awarded the grant monies.
That's great. And again, I've been talking just not so much this week, because I really got inundated with these coronavirus information, just a lot of decisions being made this week. But I have been previously I've been talking to some of the apartment management companies, whereas I really think those, those are hard to count areas, and I want to get some posters up in those buildings where people go into their mailbox and they can see how important this is, and you and I talked about the fact that we need to be, we need to get up our count ratio, so that we can't have communities around us doing, we're a good community, we need to be represented, and there's no reason we should come up short-funded because a few people didn't comply. So we're really going to push that point across.
Yes, and so just highlighting points that, have been mentioned in the past as well, that data that's collected now will be used to determine funding for the next 10 years. So imagine, not counting a household and let's say they have 5 children, so there's going to be funding decisions made, but not including those 5 children, right? So, it would be more impactful to have everyone counted, the proper allocation of funding and so forth, an accurate count, because also the business community also uses household information such as median income, the number of people, the purchasing power in regards to where they want to locate as well, and also transportation decisions as well, health clinics, and so on and so on. So it's just it's a lot to capture in just kind of in one meeting right now, but the mayor and I have been in constant conversation. He's sent me information, I've sent him information as well, just trying to stress the importance of participating. And now that we're all at home, having the option to self-respond via the internet, online, or via phone, and then some households might receive a paper form. So there's 3 methods to respond.
Very good.
I did receive my paper form quite a number of weeks ago, and it was really boom, 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 real quick, XXX. Put it in the self-addressed stamped envelope and pop it in the mail, so.
Yeah, that's great.
My husband actually did ours online the other day.
I did mine online.
Awesome.
That's huge for me.
It was a big deal for Brian to do, so.
Yeah.
Yes, and I did mine too. I'm not just preaching something that I'm not completing. I did complete mine as well.
Good. All right, anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay, thank you. We'll move on then to Village Property Report. Trustee McGlawhorn.
All right, under Village Properties, Roger has requested a total of 6 summer helpers that exactly mirrors the request under Building and Health that Trustee Zelinski just presented. I would like to discuss that, though, at this time. Even though they've got the caveat in here, if fiscally feasible, I just personally think it's in our best interest if we hold off on this request or approving this request at this point in time, because we don't know. And we know at least at a minimum, people are requested to shelter in place until the end of the month, which may also be, extended through May, June. We just don't know. So personally, I think it's in our best interests to hold off on this request and approve it when we have a better idea. But I don't know what anybody else's feelings are on that.
Well, I'm sorry, I don't have the committee in front of me. Trustee Navas-Sparks is in your committee, and so obviously we're all here this evening, but...
Well, and I'm basically talking, and I think, all the summer interns should be treated the same. We shouldn't give them to one department versus another department. So this is kind of a general, what is the feeling actually on summer interns at this point in time?
So like a hiring freeze,
A hiring freeze.
temporary hiring freeze based on the current situation.
These people are here to do necessary work, right? So that necessary work is either going to be done by these people we hire or by the full-time people who I presume are already tasked with other duties. So whatever work it is that these people are to accomplish isn't going to get done. Is in our best interest not to have this work done or have it fall upon somebody who's got already full-time duties.
But at a time when we're supposed to be, we're asking people to voluntarily, stay home if possible, and practicing social distancing, do we really want to be adding to the temporary workforce that actually needs to be supervised?
If it's not an essential duty, then I get it.
Well, and that's it. Based on this, we don't know essential versus non-essential.
What's the expected start date or in the past, when have they been hired?
I think it's June, July, and August.
Yeah, it's 3 months. It's like
No
when
more,
they
it's
get out of
more
school.
than 14 weeks, so it might be
It
the
usually
tail
starts
end of
in May,
May,
yeah.
maybe, like the last 2 weeks of May, and then June for 4 weeks, and July for 4 weeks, and maybe August for 4 weeks. My personal experience has been that they're college students, so it kind of all depends on when they're home for break over the summer.
You know, the finance director, he'll be back tomorrow, but we can get a better idea as far as revenues are concerned. But like you said, and the trustee Dalzell pointed out too, maybe we can find out how essential the need is too right now. I mean, I know every year they bring in the extra help to handle miscellaneous tasks. I mean, it's just extra help, because obviously somebody else is already cutting the grass and things like that, but there's plenty of things to be done, painting, things like that, you know, it's stuff that they assist with. Let me get a grocery list as far as what they need to do, and I'll share it back with your committee this week and stuff then too. I don't think it's necessary we don't have to necessarily approve it next week, but
Well, and that's all I'm saying is, I'm not saying shelve this permanently.
Yeah.
It's just that we hold off on approving it until we have a better idea of what's going on.
But how are we adversely affected on revenues for heritages?
We don't know our ability to fill empty apartments going on at this point in time. We also, I mean, in the grand scheme, now one of these is also for Village Hall, which comes out of the general fund.
Right.
And we can be adversely affected on property tax collections.
Sure.
And in total, I mean, there's other things, you know, with gas taxes and everything else that,
Yeah.
I mean, the revenue's just
But
not going to be there.
that's not for this, though. Right? I mean, the gas taxes is separate, that's.
It's totally separate. I'm just talking
Right.
the general village revenue fund.
The property taxes are already set, so,
Yeah, but if people don't pay them, we don't get our money.
eventually.
So, I'm
But-
sorry, Trustee McLaughlin, for clarification, especially because Trustee Juarez and Zelinski's are on the phone here, in case they haven't been able to hear all this, you're asking to postpone the approval of it, but you would like further discussion perhaps at the next committee meeting?
Yes.
Well, the thing is that which we do allow the department heads to place items on the agenda, and I think you need a little more direction from your department head right now then too. That's all. So let's get that, and then we can revisit this at the next committee meeting to see to actually discuss the necessity still. Okay.
So we will not have, in particular, the ones under village property on the agenda for the board meeting for approval next week, correct?
Correct.
Thank you.
All right. Anything else, trustee?
No, that's all I have.
And then ordinance legislation, trustee Zelinski?
No report this evening, Mayor.
None? Okay. And then IT, trustee Dalzell? I'm sorry, we actually moved that back to finance, I forgot about that, okay. So you didn't have a report though, too, on that for right now?
Yeah, I've got all this to read.
Okay,
Just kidding.
all right.
I would like to give a shout out to Brian Massari, who's done a phenomenal job the past couple of weeks, making sure that things are getting posted to our website and to the Facebook page and on the marquee out in front, and also putting together the conference numbers for today.
I've actually, I've got Brian quite a bit lately, and which is, you know, as we should. We're utilizing our Channel 4 more than we used to. We're using all the billboards out at Veteran Plaza more than we used to, all the marquee signs, so all this updating that's coming through, and any of the changes that are taking effect, it's just the garbage, you name it. I would agree with the clerk that Brian's done a great job, and I'm giving him a lot of information to download to do all those and stuff then too. So no, he's keeping up. That's great. Planning and zoning and licenses, trustee Juarez.
Yes, I have a presentation of a list of licenses dated March 9th through March 27th, 2020. That's all, Mayor.
Okay. Did anyone have any presentations, petitions, or communications?
I just have one as a reminder to the department heads, and I will follow this up with an email, that Heather would like to see the recurring payments, the invoices processed into her by 11 o'clock on Wednesdays so that it can get in check run. She's trying to do recurring payments on a weekly basis. So I will send out the updated list, since we've changed electric suppliers and we no longer have a rental for a public works truck, to all the department heads as a reminder.
Okay. Any unfinished business? Any new business? Can I get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much. We'll adjourn this.
Aye.
Yeah,
Trustee Zelinski?
Aye.
there you go.
Thank you.
So we'll adjourn this meeting at 8:25. Thank you for attending this evening, and stay healthy.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Leaving the meeting. Monica Juarez. Leaving the meeting.